Picture this, you sit down to study, you open your laptop, and within the first 10 minutes, you've already checked WhatsApp 10 times, scrolled through Instagram again, and you even start reading the news. Suddenly, 45 minutes are gone, wasted. And the worst thing, you haven't even studied a single page. Here's the truth, it's not always your willpower that will get you the results. It's often also your environment that you're in. If your workspace is full of distractions, then the distractions will win. But if your surrounding is developed for focus and concentration, focus also becomes more effortless. My name is Tom Vorselen, also known as the Study Coach, and I help students and adult learners with science-backed study, time management, and productivity tips to improve your academic and professional performance without sacrificing your mental and physical health. Let's dive into today's topic, setting up your workspace for success. Let's start with why your environment actually matters. We often like to think that success only depends on discipline and motivation, but studies show that actually our environment is just as powerful. There's a famous psychology experiment that has been conducted in different cafeterias. When healthy food, for example, fruits and vegetables, were placed at eyesight, people chose the healthy food more often without extra willpower. The same applies to your desk and your workspace. If your desk has your phone, snacks, and open tabs, you will lose your focus and it will drift away to these distractions. But if your desk only has your laptop and your study material, your brain has no other choice than to study. So your environment either pushes you forward or it pulls you away. So your environment matters a lot. This year, let's set up your environment to help you push forward. Let's talk about the most common distractions. Let's go through the 4 big productivity killers. The number 1 distraction is by far this little thing here, your phone. Even if you don't touch it, research shows that just having your phone nearby or visible reduces concentration and even your memory. So even if you don't touch it, research shows that having your phone nearby or inside actually reduces your concentration and the amount of attention that you spend on your learning. Your brain is constantly checking in the background for notifications or new messages coming in. So that brings us to the second most common distraction, which is notifications. Emails pop up, Teams messages, Slack messages, Skype messages, Snapchat messages. It's everywhere. Each interruption is costing you more than you think. On average, it takes about 23 minutes to regain full focus after being distracted by a notification and checking the message. This means that one notification can disrupt your whole next focused study block. The third thing is clutter. A messy desk doesn't just look bad, it actually stresses out the brain. Study found that clutter on your desk increases cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and therefore it can also lower your focus. The fourth thing is noise, roommates, or even listening to music with lyrics. Your brain can't help but process the words that it's hearing, leaving less power for actual thinking and concentration. So a quick reflection here, which of these 4 distractions is most common for you? Make sure to write them down or note them down for yourself, such that you can eliminate them after the video. Let's talk about how to set up your workspace for focus and success. Here's your step-by-step checklist. Step number 1 is removing the phone. Ideally, you put it in a different room. If it's not possible for you to put it in a different room, which I highly doubt, you should put it on Do Not Disturb mode and put it in a drawer. Out of sight means out of mind. The next thing that you want to focus on is that you have one tab open with one task to complete. No split screens, not 100 tabs open, full screen for your notes and your textbook, because your brain focuses best when it just has to focus on one target. After that, I want you to declutter the desk. Only keep on your desk what is truly necessary. A notebook, a laptop, a pen, some water, everything else again out of sight. Then you want to set up good lighting. Natural light keeps you alert. And if natural light is not possible, then use a bright desk light. Dimmed light signal to the brain it's time to relax, where bright light signals to the brain focus. The next one is interesting because you've probably never heard about it. It's the temperature of your room. Ideally, studies suggest that your room is between 21 and 22 degrees, which is the same to 70 to 72 Fahrenheit, because when it's too hot, you will get sleepy, and when it's too cold, your body spends more energy just to stay warm. So they found that these temperatures are the sweet spot. Next, after that, you want to focus on that noise management that we talked about earlier. If it's noisy, you can use noise cancelling headphones or play instrumental music on the background. White noise or cafe sounds also work well. Again, avoid songs with lyrics when you're studying because your brain can't help but processing those words. If you're still struggling to get focused while you have all of these set up, then here are some advanced strategies to prevent distractions. You can install website blockers. Install tools like Cold Turkey or Freedom to block social media during study blocks. Even better is that you also get into the habit of time blocking, which means that you plan specific sessions for certain tasks. 45 minutes to work on a single task, and after that, taking a quick 10 to 15 minute break. Please try to separate your study zone from your chill zone. This means, if possible, don't study in bed. Your brain associates your bed with rest, with sleep. So you want to create a zone or a space that your brain starts to associate with focus and deep work. And if you want, make sure that you create some visual reminders for yourself. Put the wall full with inspiring quotes that tell you to focus, do the deep work, win, challenge yourself, etc., such that you're continuously reminded by these inspiring quotes. Let me give you a personal example. When I was younger, I used to study at the kitchen table with my family around, TV running in the background, and hearing my mom making dinner. I thought that I didn't have motivation. However, the big problem was it was so hard for me to concentrate. So once I moved my setup to a different place in the house where I could focus and concentrate more and there were fewer distractions, I saw my productivity increase significantly. So only by changing where I was located, I reduced the amount of willpower that I needed to concentrate because I removed a bunch of the distractions. Another example is I used to have my phone next to me while I was studying, such that I can use it in my breaks. But these breaks ended up into endless scrolling, and before I knew it, I was 15, 20 or 30 minutes deep into the TikTok algorithm. When I started leaving my phone outside of my study room, I again saw a significant improvement in my productivity. Because trust me, these small changes don't feel like they are giving you big results in the short term. They are going to add up hours and hours of focused work in the long run, and that's going to make the difference in your studies. So here's my action plan for you. Let's make this practical, and right after this video I want you to do the following. I want you to clear your desk, remove anything that's not study related. After that, make sure that you decide on your phone rule. Either it is outside of your room or on do not disturb mode, in a place where it's harder for you to reach it. After that, I want you to think about a small ritual that's going to help you get into focus mode. Maybe it's turning on the bright lamp, maybe it's turning on the headphones with noise cancelling, anything that signals to the brain time to do deep work. And lastly, I want you to test your environment. Do a study session for 25 to 45 minutes and see how it feels. If you are feeling more productive and more concentrated, great, you stay on that place. If not, you're going to look for a different spot. Because here's the truth. Productivity isn't about forcing yourself with endless discipline and motivation. It's about designing an environment where you can focus and concentrate, and you make that easy. So before you go into your next academic year, do yourself a favor, take out 20 to 30 minutes to create a zone or a place where you can focus and concentrate a lot better. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more science-backed study methods, productivity tips, and time management skills. And let me know in the comments, what is your biggest study distraction at the moment? And if you want to learn more about productivity hacks and study tips, make sure to check the added video. Seeing you soon.